Welcome back to Chronicles of Lasting Change. My name is Julia, and I'm sharing with you my personal journey of fat loss, muscle gain, and body recomposition. This series is all about ups and downs of making a lasting change in life. No quick fixes, no drastic transformations, just steady, sustainable approach to fitness and health. I invite you to join me on this journey, whether you're on a similar path or just curious to know what it takes to make a permanent change in life. I hope you'll find some inspiration and helpful tips along the way. And let's dive into this. Please note that anything shared is only my experience and not a recommendation call for action. If you suffer from any disorders, consult a professional. First, let's recap what are we doing here. I'm currently in my 6 weeks challenge to boost my fat loss journey. And there are a few rules that I have to follow. As I mentioned in previous episodes, health and happiness is the priority. No drastic restrictions here. I have to stay within 15 to 20% caloric deficit and consume 160 grams of protein, which is 2 grams per kilogram of my body weight. No alcohol, which is the saddest part. I'm not supposed to eat out to make sure that I'm not over-consuming calories without knowing it. And exercise goes without saying, which I'm always consistent 4 or 5 times a week. I have completed week 3 of my challenge, and I have already shared with you week 1 and 2, attaching it here. Each week, I'm sharing with you a different topic, different things I am struggling with, or conclusions that I'm reaching. Today will be spicy as I will be sharing some reality angles, not the Instagrammable ones, but that's afterwards. I hope you have seen the episodes from week 1 and 2, but if you have not, here is a quick recap. Week 1, I was running on motivation. I just started the journey. The time was going by quickly. I still had some caloric reserves from the days before my challenge, so it wasn't too complicated to stay in the mood and so optimistic about this journey. Also, in the first episode, I have shared with you my workout split, so go check it out. And week 2, oh boy, that was the toughest. I was in my luteal phase, which is just a few days before my period. I was fighting extreme hunger cravings. I also felt desperate because I understood that I still have 5 weeks to go and I just want to quit. I just want to end this challenge. I don't want to be in here. I was missing the balance and I was thinking that it's just not worth it. I disclosed the reasons why I cannot quit in the second week, so also attaching it here. And now let's jump into week 3. First topic I would like to touch today is weight fluctuations. I started this 6 weeks challenge with 83 kg, and before that, from February till the end of summer, completely unnoticeably while enjoying all the indulging cravings and life and friends and drinks, I was able to lose 8 kg. Super happy with this result. And this challenge, yes, I started with 83 kg. It is important to mention here that I do weigh-ins daily, which sometimes is very frustrating because progress in life is not linear, and the same is with your weight. It's all about ups and downs, and this is how it goes. So of course, one day you wake up, you step on that scale and you see that your weight went down and you're all happy and motivated, seeing the progress visually, and you're like, yes, things are working great. And then you continue, you stick perfectly with your diet, smash your workouts, and then next day or after a few days, you step on that scale expecting even better results, and guess what? The number stops to be so satisfying. It depends on your goals, of course, but if you're trying to lose weight and the scale goes up, that is, to say the least, is demotivating. But still, I do weight myself daily, and then I calculate week average. Our weight fluctuates daily and it depends on many factors: water retention, muscle soreness, sleep quality, foods you eat, how stressed you are, also your cycle. So it is kind of irrelevant to trust this number on the scale daily. But on the other hand, the approach that I'm taking, I do weigh myself daily and then calculate the week average to have a better understanding of my weight. And now a question: was I able to lose some weight in the last 3 weeks? If I disregard this averages approach and focus solely on the weight in the beginning of week 3 and the weight in the end of the week 3, it might look like I am failing, because I started week 3 with the weight of 80.2 and the week ended with the weight of 81. That is indeed dissatisfying, demotivating, frustrating, and basically I wanted to quit. As I explained, week 2 was the toughest, but week 3 wasn't much easier. I felt like nothing is working and my mind was constantly playing tricks with me, where I was jumping in between two extremes. First option is doubling down on the restrictions, fewer calories, more exercise. And second option, giving up entirely, because indeed it does seem like it's not working. Then is it worth continuing the journey? The problem is that neither of these options is the right answer. First option, with doubling down on restrictions, lowering the calories and increasing my exercise, it's just playing with my mental health for the sake of quicker results. And as I explained previously, this is totally against of everything I stand for. Yes, I found myself in this challenge, and as I disclosed in the second episode, I have no idea why I did it, but I'm continuing the challenge. Also shared why I cannot quit in episode 2. But I will not play with my mental health. This is just not worth it. It's not my body that is bringing me results. It's not my body that is taking me further. It's my mind, and it is a priority. So first option, not an option. Second one, the one that I'm constantly fighting every day, every hour, every minute, every second of the day, is just quitting upper entirely. Because yes, it does not seem like it's working, but I cannot quit. And I shared the reasons in week 2. So I gotta continue. I know I'm doing the right thing. Consistency, patience, and sticking to the plan will bring me closer to my goals. So I just have to swallow all the struggle, all the mental fight, and continue. And do you remember I mentioned the averages thing? While I was preparing to these episodes, I actually calculated the averages of the first 3 weeks of the challenge. Yes, I know. I said I should do it anyway, but I just didn't, because I didn't have time, and I'm in this challenge anyway, so I can do it whenever I can, which is now, while preparing for today's video. Anyway, before I disclose the averages, I also want to speak why averages matter and what you should be looking in the averages. It's the trend. Progress is not linear. As they say, the only time life is a straight line, it's when it's over. And hopefully we are not going there soon. Weight fluctuates daily, down and up, down and up, down and up. But then when you calculate the week averages, you can actually see a better picture, and what you are looking for is the trend. If it goes down or it goes up, helps you to understand whether you are doing the right things, whether your plan is working, or maybe you need to adjust something. So averages of all weeks. I started the challenge with the weight 83, and then first week average was 81.91. Second week average was 80.89, and third week average was 80.44 kg. So what does it say to us? The trend is good. The weight is going down. Yes, it is slow, and one might wish for a quicker result, but if it's too quick, those lost kilograms might just go away for a little while only and then come back with friends. And who wants that? I definitely don't. It's better to go slowly than run into a wall Yeah, that's not funny. So yeah, what matters the most is the overall trend. If you're in a similar journey, just keep reminding yourself that progress is happening, even if it's not so obvious and linear as you'd wish to have. And don't let those daily fluctuations mess with your head. Also, side note, take pictures, see how your clothes fit, focus on the energy you have, focus on how you feel rather than the number on the scale. And yes, it is easier said than done. Guilty myself, I have to constantly remind the things that matter is far from that number on the scale. And now the spicy thing. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably have noticed that I'm not all this polished and Instagrammable account only. I'm trying my best to show the reality in my Instagram, not only the post and nice angles. From time to time, I like to remind you guys that what you see on social media can be very far from reality. Instagram versus reality is actually one of my favorite topics. We underestimate the power of posing and camera angles. We forget that what we see online is often curated by people choosing what to post and what to delete. This is me during week 3, prepping for exercises or showing you some exercises. The problem is that we claim to celebrate authenticity, but what's popular and viral is often polished, posed, and far from the truth. A bit like a vicious cycle. We want to see more reality in our social media, but the content that is actually going viral is far from reality. We all want quick fixes. We want to see that just one magic pill or magic trick can bring you the results. You can look good, you can have this perfect life like we are used to see in movies and social media, but it's far from reality. And this is one of my gym days from week 3. Yes, I can show you the post angles, and I love those angles. I love how I look, but this is not reality. This is me wearing my least favorable outfit. In fact, this outfit highlights everything what's not Instagrammable. My hip dips are living their own life here. My stomach isn't flat, and on the contrary, my glutes are too flat. My armpit fat is all over the place. My underwear line shows my arms are too full. Even my cellulite takes too much of stage. And guess what? There is some on the stomach too. Well, I guess there is. I should be ashamed. Go buy a bunch of anti-cellulite creams, spend a fortune on cosmetic procedures, and better buy clothes to hide all that. And I even dare to call myself fit? Or maybe we've been lied to. We have such an unrealistic body standards from social media and from media in general. And we have a completely wrong perception of what a fit body looks like. We confuse appearance with health. Can say it's easy to show all the unflattering angles, but this is what a fit body looks like. It can look like this and like that, and this is okay. It took me years to see my body how it is and love all the angles. I love how I look in the gym now. I love when I'm posing and showing all the best angles, my shoulders, my biceps, my quads, my glutes, my back. Like, I love seeing the gains. But this is also my body. I have some fat, I move, I have curves. I am a human being, and your body can be different depending on the time of the day, depending on the light, depending on the camera, depending on the photographer or videographer, depending on the mirror, depending how you actually see yourself, because what you see in the mirror can be completely mistaken and can be so far from reality. And this is me trying to show you different angles, making you appreciate them, actually accepting your body and loving your body how it is in its best and in what is considered not being the best. And that is it for week 3. Remember, it's a journey, not a sprint. I'm taking it slow, steady, and in a way that makes me both mentally and physically strong. And this is how you should approach your goals too. I hope my story helps you take control of your own journey, whatever it may look like. I hope you're enjoying this update. If you do, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button, because I will be sharing with you following weeks and there is more to come. If there is something I forgot to mention or you have any questions, drop it in the comments and I will be happy to follow up there. Thanks again for keeping me accountable, and I'll talk to you next time.